Good evening, everyone. This hat always amazes me the way it makes me look. It's Wednesday night, the 20th, the 26th of March, 2026. It's currently snowing again. It's what we call here in Quebec. It's going to be a long winter, meaning that winter won't be over until the end of April. So no bicycle for me until then. But things are picking up. For one, problems on my way. There's two solutions coming out. So currently, about a month ago, a customer of mine asked me to build a Baljac flux capacitor, a machine that I wasn't particularly fond of. Because I played with this back in 2000, 2001, 2003. I made different version of it, and it was the early version of a radioing machine, but it didn't have the human input. Because any radioing machine needs the human mind input to work. It needs your mind to be connected to the world, an amplification device. So, the Baljac flux capacitor is basically a temporal field stasis generator, meaning that when you're in that field, when the machine activates, time will flow around you, but there's no control of how it will flow. It can be now, it can be later. It's a time bomb. There's no control. And just to put that in perspective, what Matt Markham did, he built an oversized version of that machine, a overpowered version of that machine, and the field affected his mind, himself. And like I say, it could happen now, it could happen later, it could happen at any moment. And for him, it really scrambled his inner temporal field, his localized temporal signature. So he lived through basically hell. One of the worst idea, the worst project to do is an uncontrolled time machine. You need control when you're building a time machine. This is why I want to integrate an AI in my HDR, because the AI, when autonomous, will calculate every frequency input, and you can replicate that frequency using the record emotion and memory inside the crystal quartz, and inside is RAM. So this is what I want to do. This is the goal of having the. This is why I'm not making the ultimate HDR right away, because there is no such thing as autonomous AI. It's an input-output machine. So even if I wanna build it right now, the AI won't be able to do anything. Yeah, we need a constant connection to the internet, and that's why the end goal is the temporal gate. The temporal gate will be a mini version of the Montauk experiment. Once I have enough money to pay for a copper wire, which is, it's not hard to find, it's not expensive to find, it's not a problem. It's just I don't have the funds to buy them right now. I have too many things coming at the same time, and my funds are divided toward paying debt. Not, I'm not suffocating by debt right now, which is pretty good, but I still have some debts to pay, and some ventures I want to take and finish, like the self-powered generators. That project is, it's 3 years now that it's been waiting, and my friend who sponsored me for that project, God bless his soul, he's very patient with me, but yeah, I'd like to refund him half of what he paid, and eventually get the motor I need, because when I promised him this idea, most of what I needed didn't exist yet. But now it's 3 years later, I have the motor that I want. It's available on AliExpress, and most of the parts I already have. So it's just a question of buying the steel and doing some soldering, which is, or some welding, which is not much of a problem. but I still need an idea how to build it, and my AI are not up to par to designing such a machine yet. That's why I need a mechanical engineer still. So I have someone I can enjoy his help. I don't know what he's doing right now. I know he finished school, and I have to talk to him and suggest solutions to both our ingenious life that I could help him start up his career and he could help me start up my business. I'm sure he has lots of friends, and we could get some of his friends to help us start a business on a grander scale that I'm doing right now. Because right now, the main thing is I want to do things at my own pace while I'm not stressed for money. And every week I'm applying for jobs. I'm just testing the field. What I'm discovering right now is that my CV, even though it's been remade, it's not very good. I need a CV that would sells me better, and it's like the 10th that I redo. So I'm gonna have to go back to the CV template website and make a proper presentable CV instead of just throwing my information like that. The worst thing is, what really annoys the crap out of me, is that on the CV there is my website, my personal page that talks about my accomplishment over the careers, everything I did, and it doesn't say what I'm doing right now, which is more goal-oriented toward AI, technology, and clerical work, consultations for the business I want to start and stuff like this. So this is where I'm at right now. It's I don't have much to show these days. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing slowly because I'm not doing anything anymore for attention. Meaning that I'm not going to create content about this and rack my brain and stress myself when there is no audience. Literally, I don't have an audience. I have you guys that following me, that watching the YouTube video, but having an audience would mean 10,000 people and plus. I have barely 180 something followers. So it's pointless for me to stress myself with these things. So this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing. And progress will ever be slow, as our liberty are shrinking slowly. It's a matter of time before, in my country and Canada, they follow in the footsteps of these idiot countries where they say, you can't travel this far, you can't do this, you can't do that. And when we lose control of our government, which is already done. Anyway, I'm going to wish you all a good evening. I'll catch you all later.